This will be an introduction video to our brush tip grain pens. We have them available in 24 different colors. I'm going to go ahead and do a fill stick repair to an area on this panel. Again, I use a scraper blade to level that. We can use a rag on our fingertip to clean that surrounding area. But as you notice, there's a pretty strong grain line running right through the middle of the repair. The brush tip grain pins, the top screws off. Again, these are available in 24 colors. And before I apply it, I always like to wipe the tip just to get any excess material off. And then with the grain, I'll line up with the grain and we can apply that to the surface. Now that one was a little bit too heavy. So I'm going to take my blender marker and I can either remove that material to start over. I'm going to change colors as well. We're going to go with this one is a perfect brown. And again, I'm just going to very carefully put a grain line in. One grain line through that repair pretty well breaks up the repair area and may be all we need. The brush tip grain pens have a very, very fine art brush. So we can do some pretty narrow little grain lines. If we bear down, we can get a little bit wider. And again, bear down, you can get a little bit wider. Again, we can go back to that new blender marker. I'm going to screw the cap back on to protect that art brush and to keep the ink from drying out. And we'll come in with that blender marker and I can narrow this up. I'll wipe the tip off to take off any extra material there. But I can come in and use the heel of it there and actually remove as much of that material as I need, or I could remove it completely. As long as the material is wet, we can manipulate it, we can wipe it back off, blend it with our finger, but it does dry rapidly, so we need to do that within 7 or 8 seconds probably. But that's the brush tip grain pens.